Alright, so the last time I was working on these forks, I wasn't able to finish them. Just now, I got my parts in for them. They're some rubber bushings. My last ones were shot. They got completely demolished. This is kind of all that's left of them is just some kind of rubber chunks. I had to look into it, see what I needed, and it turns out is some little bushings. Gotta try opening these things. So this is what I was missing, it looks like. It goes right before the spring comes off. I think it sits right here. Yeah, there he goes. This is the cap for the fork, which needs to be cleaned up a little better. The inside is pretty dirty. So I wasn't able to finish these the last time on the 4th of July, so we're gonna get into them, hopefully finish them today. The other one I'm gonna tear into, drain the fluids. I'm gonna get everything replaced. Then hopefully we'll be able to fill up the fluids correctly and get these forks running and back on the bike. Well, now I'm gonna tear into these forks and replace the bushings and everything and hopefully put them on the bike today. That's the goal. See if we can make it. Alright, I'm gonna clean this fork off a little bit. Got some gross I'm gonna clean this piece off. Okay, that's pretty clean. Looks like there's another new gasket for here, so I'll get those replaced as well. I guess we'll kind of work on that. We'll do that last. Okay, so looks like that slips in there. Then the dust seal slips in there. Better get our hydraulic fluid. Get all this nice and lubricated. So that seal's gonna go in there. Okay, so I made 2 little PVC pipe deals. I'm gonna use them to push the seal in. Or just pop the whole thing off. I think I was supposed to attach this first. Whoops. Oh, okay, let's see. So I think first thing we're gonna do is set this in. So once you get that, I had to beat this bushing in to get it all the way in. And now what I'm doing is I'm getting grease and I'm just packing it into this seal before I send it in. And now I think I just send this little steel thing in there. Okay, just a bunch of dirty oil. This oil is getting super dirty. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I got this little flathead. I'm gonna try putting this into the channel. Whew. Hi, so it was a pain in the butt trying to get this thing in. Had to have a little bit of help. But now I think we're safe to top it off with oil. Which I probably shouldn't have started recording because I need to look up that process. Oh well. It's fine if there's some trash in there, right?
Oh yeah, trash.
Okay. In order to measure the oil, I had to run to this. In order to measure the store, in order to measure the oil, I had to run to the store, grab some measuring supplies and a fuel line, and we'll measure the oil that way. So now I'm gonna measure it. I left it so that all the air could go up top. I'm gonna pump it a couple times, and then I'm gonna check the fluid level. All right, so getting the seals was a pain in the butt. This part was what was kind of giving me a hard time. It sits between the oil seal and the dust stopper, and it was not sitting in the channel. So I kind of had to mess around till I got it finally. Then I had to pump it down, which I'm gonna check again. Man. So I'm gonna pump it down a little bit. Oh, that's tough. Is it supposed to be this? Man, there's air coming out. I'm gonna pump it 10 times maybe. This is what I've been doing, is just pumping it. I put a bunch of oil in there, and I still have some oil. Man, I think I'm hearing bubbles. I can't tell if it's the plastic thing or if it's air bubbles coming out. But I think when I drop this plastic thing, it makes a noise in the oil. So maybe that's the issue. I'm gonna bump this down a little bit. Then we're gonna check the oil level. I'm gonna set it back on a flat surface. I think I need 80 milliliters. And this syringe only holds 60. So, well, I need between 80 and 150. So, I'm gonna put this fuel line on there and suck all the fluid out and see how much I got. So that right there is 55 almost milliliters. I think I need 80. So I'm just putting it in here. Then we're gonna check to see if we got anything else in here. So if I look at that, that is nowhere near. I think I need 100. So I'm gonna put 100. Might be a little too much. Okay, I think that's a good amount. All right, that's it with this. We're sitting at a little over 100 milliliters. So I think that's good enough. I'm gonna pour this in there. We should be good from here. I wonder if there's any oil in this rod. So I'm gonna bring this nut fully down. I think that's the step. So it's tight. Then I'm gonna look up what to do from here. All right, so for this I need a micrometer, but I do not have a micrometer. So I'm just gonna use right here. It's supposed to be pretty much, I'm gonna go so it's got to be about 3/4 inch. It's 20 millimeters. So I'm just gonna raise it up until it's at a little over 3/4 inch. Which is not going. So I'm gonna go right there. And it goes. All right, and then I think the spring comes in after, but I kind of want to clean the spring off. Okay, so I blew it off with the air hose. Then we just set this in there. So now, with a nice clean spring, just set it inside. Now, to figure out how this thing goes in. So what I'm gonna do now is I got this bushing and I need this also installed. This thing's a little bit dirty, gonna clean it up. Okay, now with this clean, pretty sure it goes in like that. This little bushing clicks into here. Got to make sure that this is fully turned out, which it is. And then I'm not sure if I have to do this step, but I'm just gonna oil up everything. I just want to make sure that this thing is still at the same measurement. So I'm going to remeasure it. Great. Okay, so I'm going to install this back on, just like this. And then install a spring with the small coil side down, which I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it's this side. Where's the 17 millimeter? There it is. All right, now we're gonna adjust this 19 millimeter to 21 foot-pound. All right, it's at 21 foot-pounds. I think we're good here. I just want to get rid of this gasket. I think it comes with a new gasket in my kit. So I'm going to try replacing that. Yeah, there it is. Got one right here. Gonna get it nice and oiled up. I'll set it on there. There you go, new gasket installed. And then I think from here, we just install it. Get that 19 millimeter. It'll make it a little bit easier if I do it the right way. I'm gonna figure out a better system on the next one, but I won't do that today. Instead, I'm gonna go ride with the guys. All right. Okay, here's a new fork. Hopefully everything on here is good. New oil, new seals. It's kind of a process, but I'm not seeing any oil coming out between the seals. So that seems good. However, I do need to torque this down. All right, well, here's the fork. Oh boy, my camera is super oily. All right, so here's the fork. These things need to get tightened still to 22 foot-pounds, but I basically just set it back in there, tighten those pinch bolts, and tighten those pinch bolts, and then that is when I'm going to torque this cap on down. So this one goes on the right side. Well, yeah, right side. Oh, there you go, I got it in. Now I'll get a 12. Nope, it's a 10. Get the 10. And I'll just apply these quickly. Oh, wrench is stuck. Just get it a little bit tight. I'm not gonna go too tight on these. I just wanna torque that down to 21 foot-pounds. So we'll set this, actually it's gotta be 22 foot-pounds. Whoa, why is that at 33? That's good right there. So we'll just set that. I know this is kind of a big torque wrench, but there it goes. Perfect. That's it for now. I'll go meet you on a longboard. Bye-bye. Started longboarding. Let's go. It's been a minute.